Wrestling fans, set your VCRs tonight. It must come to an end. Tonight, Jeff G. Bailey has to put up or shut up, because in your main event, the Wildside heavyweight champion David Young defends his title against Bailey's hand-picked world champion, the role model Jason Cross. Also in action, the sickle-wielding maniac Tank is going to be taking on the lumber layer, All That Adam Jacobs. The Lost Boys defend the Wildside tag team titles, and Tony MAMALUKE debuts a new member of the FBI against the team of Caprice, Ice, Coleman, and ONYX. Don't go anywhere.
The time has finally come. All things in the past are in the past. Now you have Blackout in the NWA Elite, and in the time-honored tradition of Dark City style, we have been initiated. Just like in any street gang, we had to prove ourselves. And to prove ourselves, Rain Man, we had to take out an icon. And that icon was you, Rick Michaels. The feeling I got when I cupped your head and beat your skull in with barbed wire. And the juice, your life force, ran down your face and into my hands. Rick Michaels, my cup runneth over with your life. I own you now, Rick Michaels. Blackout owns you now, Rick Michaels. And the pain has just begun to start for you, Rick. You got your problems with David Young, but they do not amount to nothing that is coming your way. And speaking of you, David Young, don't forget that you have the role model Jason Cross in your future. He has you in his scope. So I hope you got a clutch on your belt. Because now that we are up here and our strength is beyond, the only thing that you have to fear now, because the bloodshed will not stop, the only thing that you must fear is these two with a get out of jail free pass. And oh yeah, it's all said and done and there will be a blackout.
On June 19th, professional wrestling changes forever with TNA. Total non-stop action. History in the making. 52 weeks every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern. Top NWA superstars from around the world. Guest celebrities in the ring. And the luscious TNA girls. It's only $9.95. TNA. Every Wednesday starting June 19th. Wednesday nights will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
You know, I don't think you people realize who I am. I don't think you realize what I represent. If you look very closely on my tights, it says FBI, and that stands for full-blooded Italians. Our family is a broad family. We go all the way across the East Coast, the West Coast, and everywhere in between. And when I came to NWA Wildside, you people disrespected me.
I can't imagine why.
I used to be a world tag team champion with little Guido Maritano in the ECW.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Before that, I ran the Roost in WCW. And not only have you disrespected me, but you've disrespected a distant relative of mine. He once was a national champion. He was trained by the Italian monster, Italian stallion.
What?
His name is Terry KNIGHTINELLI.
Terry KNIGHTINELLI!
I've gone to hell. Tony MAMALUKE and Terry KNIGHTINELLI.
And introducing their opponents.
The new FBI? However, Onyx and Caprice Coleman have shown their tag team mettle in recent weeks here, and I think this is more than a handful for the newly formed new FBI.
Little shove for Sweet Dreams there. The pomp and circumstance, the big brother of Caprice Coleman. What an insulting slap in the face by Tony MAMALUKE.
Oh! Sweet Dreams just KO'd Speedy Nelson. Speedy Nelson sending Sweet Dreams out. I don't think Sweet Dreams quite fully deserved that. He was kind of goaded into slapping.
Oh, come on, Speedy, show a little leniency.
Speedy shows plenty of leniency, in all honesty.
Onyx and Caprice Coleman going to work here on the new FBI. Terry KNIGHTINELLI and Tony MAMALUKE. Double atomic drop. The FBI collide in the ring. And another head-on collision. Onyx, big right hand there.
Onyx is KOing the newly named Terry KNIGHTINELLI.
Double headbutt body drop by Caprice Coleman and Onyx.
Coleman and Onyx working together like the proverbial well-oiled machine. Knights up top. Oh, and meets a forearm from a charging Onyx in the process.
Onyx, the former World Television Champion, former Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's the genetic freak, and he's done a lot in Wildside. Teaming here this evening with Caprice Ice Coleman, who's had his problems with the World Television Champion, currently, Crew Jones, the All-Star. Crew Jones is not in the house tonight. Caprice Coleman pinned him 2 weeks ago on Wildside Television, simply asking for a World Television title shot. And I'm sure down the line he is going to get it. Big right hand by Caprice Coleman. Coleman goes for a hip toss. Terry Knight counters it with a knee to the face. Spear turning Caprice Coleman inside out.
Tries for an elbow drop. Caprice Coleman rolls out in nick of time. Coleman's fighting for that second win. I think he's getting it too. Just a couple feet away from the tagging hands of Onyx, if he's so inclined.
Tag made to the powerhouse. Big clothesline by Onyx. Down goes KNIGHTINELLI, and another. Down goes MAMALUKE. Drop kick by Onyx. Another charging clothesline from that tremendously powerful torso, and a power slam by Onyx. But Tony MAMALUKE drops an elbow, breaking up the pinfall.
The FBI have hit their first major snag in this tag team encounter. It's a blackout from Onyx on Tony MAMALUKE. That's it.
Lateral press. Terry KNIGHTINELLI drops a leg. Springboard drop kick by Caprice Coleman out of nowhere.
That guy is a future superstar in the making.
Future superstar, my ass. You're looking at him today, baby. Caprice Coleman is the here and now.
Oh, he doesn't feel like it at the moment. Terry KNIGHTINELLI with what appears to be knucks. Am I reading that right?
Italian knucks.
Italian knucks. That's my next guess.
They're slipped onto the head of MAMALUKE, but Onyx manages to dug it there. He's got Tony MAMALUKE in his clutches. He's got him. Oh! And Tony MAMALUKE clocked him right between the eyes, and I still don't think Speedy Nelson has seen the knucks.
Obviously not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Tony MAMALUKE and Terry KNIGHTINELLI, the full-blooded Italians.
On June 19th, professional wrestling changes forever with TNA. Total non-stop action. History in the making. 52 weeks every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern. Top NWA superstars from around the world. Guest celebrities in the ring. And the luscious TNA girls. It's only $9.95. TNA. Every Wednesday starting June 19th. Wednesday nights will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
He's walked around in the Wildside locker room like he's the cock of the walk, claiming that, yes, Tank can cut people with a sickle. Yes, he can bash him with a chair. Yes, he can put him through a table. But can he wrestle? And Adam Jacobs is a hell of a wrestling technician. Tank is going to try to put him to test tonight and prove Adam Jacobs wrong if his frustration don't get in the way. Because if I'm Tank, I'm pulling out the sickle and I'm cutting him.
Well, that's interesting advice. courtesy of Dan the Dragon Wilson. But I think we all know that Tank is full of tricks, and his tricks are not necessarily in a blue bag. But there's plenty of power, as Adam Jacobs has seen firsthand from the sickle-wielding maniac, Tank. Coming up in this edition of NWA Wildside, the Wildside Tag Team Champions, the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys going to be in action here later on, and your main event fans. The Wildside heavyweight title on the line. Jeff G. Bailey has bitched, he's whined, he's complained, and he's moaned for months on end about how Jason Cross is the #1 contender to the Wildside heavyweight title, how he is his hand-picked world champion. He's going to have to prove it tonight because that match is taking place. Tank, swift kick to the back of the knee of all that Adam Jacobs. Look at the wrestling ability. I don't believe this. Tank showing an unheralded amount of technical skill. He's proven Adam Jacobs wrong, proving that he's not the cock of the walk. He's cock of nothing.
You're so quotable, Dan. Cock of nothing. Adam Jacobs is showing more than a few signs of frustration from the power of Tank. I'm sure even Adam Jacobs, even a guy who is as deluded as Adam Jacobs is, should know that Tank is going to be more than a handful. Which I guess shows why that Jeff Bailey brought that board to ringside.
2 right hands and a side headlock on Tank. Don't seem to be having a whole hell of a lot of effect.
Tank is one big hombre.
Irish whip, nope. Tank counters, locks Adam Jacobs in a side headlock. And in the clutches of Tank's arms is one place I would not want to be. He's trying to squeeze the head of Adam Jacobs clean off his shoulders.
Might be an improvement.
Arm drag by all that Adam Jacobs. Arm drag counter by Tank, very impressive. Leg sweep by Adam Jacobs, goes for an elbow. Tank moves out of the way. Leg sweep by Tank, goes for an elbow.
Like
nobody home.
It's like a junior heavyweight match.
Impressive.
Is that really Tank?
I am shocked.
Maybe it's a clever imposter.
I'm going to do some research on this guy.
Best of luck.
Because breaking out of a mental institution to come out here and put on a wrestling clinic like this is unbelievable.
Yeah, go into google.com and ring up Tank. Tell me what you get.
Maybe I'll just ask him, as long as he doesn't cut me.
Best of luck. I'll stay over here, okay?
Then again, he hasn't spoken a word since he's been in Wildside, so maybe the point is moot, literally.
Correct. Oh, that Adam Jacobs now might have the better of Tank. How long this will last is subject to conjecture for sure. And a reversal from Tank. Ooh. Yeesh. Ooh. The hamstring of Adam Jacobs on that top rope. Oh, this is not promising.
Good God! A forearm shot resembling more of a shotgun blast to the side of the head by Tank. He cleaned the clock of all that Adam Jacobs with that blast. I have never seen a harder forearm shot in my life.
Plenty of forearm power, plenty of arm power, and upper body power from Tank. And that should never, ever be in doubt.
Big chop on the outside by the sickle-wielding maniac.
Adam Jacobs trying to cool his now red and worn chest.
Tank rolls back in and breaks the count. One step ahead of Andrew Thomas. That's not difficult to beat.
Oh, my God!
Release Northern Lights suplex by Tank. Adam Jacobs crashes on the ramp.
Those powerful punches of Tank into the face of a fallen Adam Jacobs.
Is he going to give it an F-bomb on the floor? No. All that Adam Jacobs managed to slither out of the clutches of Tank and send him crashing into the ring post, shoulder first. Piscano by all that Adam Jacobs. Tremendous resiliency, especially after taking an overhead Northern Lights suplex onto the damn ramp.
Jacobs had to dig down deep in order to pull this baby off. Not quite sure how he did that. But then again, he's all that. Looks like a bit of a face-off between Jeff Bailey and Tank. Hey, I want to see this.
Get him! Get your hands on him! Please God! Please God! Please God! Please God!
Jeff Bailey slithering under the bottom rope just in time for a baseball slide from all that Adam Jacobs.
Well, that Adam Jacobs connected hard on a Tank. Psychopaths carrying murder weapons are not something I want to associate myself with at all.
So happily they're involved in pro wrestling.
Oh, it's the best place for him.
Terrific.
Adam Jacobs going to work on the leg of Tank. That's one interesting strategy. A little assist by Jeff G. Bailey there. And one way to take out a guy with a very low center of gravity.
Jeff Bailey has a low center of gravity?
I was talking about Tank.
Oh, Tank, okay. Well, Jeff Bailey is just plain low.
Jeff G. Bailey makes me want to have a low center of gravity because he makes me want to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
That's another story altogether there.
Yes. What a riveting story that would be. And Jacobs clocking Tank.
Tank catches him clothesline, going for a bulldog. High leg lariat by all that Adam Jacobs holding his own in here with a single-wielding maniac.
Adam Jacobs wants a round of applause, but the only people applauding is him and Bailey.
He asked for a round of applause. He got a round of middle fingers.
We're at number 1. An eye rake. Uh-oh. That shoe. Oh, good Lord. Heel first, clocking Tank. Boy, that shoe has seen more action than Lanny Poffo. Sorry.
2 count only. I'm not even commenting on that one.
Nor should you. Still some life left in Tank, but he's been taken to task from all that Adam Jacobs in ways I never would have ever believed. Beautiful, picture-perfect dropkick, taking down the single-wielding maniac. Oof.
Big right hand by all that Adam Jacobs. And he is really rocking Tank here. Well, I stand corrected. Forearm shots by Jacobs. Sends Tank off the ropes. Trying to lock him in a sleeper hold. And I don't know that that's necessarily going to do a lot of good.
Maybe it's a Weaver lock.
Well, that changes the whole scenario.
It does. Let's get a close-up of that Weaver lock. And Tank backing Adam Jacobs into that corner in order to break that sleeper. No go.
Another release Northern Lights suplex by Tank. Showing this wrestling ability here. I'm astonished. I'm amazed.
There's plenty to go around. Neither Bailey nor Jacobs expected this. Oh, my.
Torture rack backbreaker by Tank. And that could be the end of all that Adam Jacobs.
No, I think that is the end of all that Adam Jacobs. I mean, the back can only withstand so much.
Boot to the midsection. Boot to the face. Super kick. And he just took Tank out.
And Adam Jacobs pointing out how smart he is.
I think he busted Tank's lip. And a psychopath tasting his own blood is not something you want if you're in the ring with him.
No, suffice to say it's not. That getting Tank angry in addition to what he is right now is not good news. And a power slam from Tank.
Tank going up to the second rope. Tank going up to the second rope here. Going for a big elbow. Adam Jacobs surely would have been squished like a grape if he had connected, but nevertheless he did not.
Would you have ever guessed this match would have been nearly as even as it is?
Unbelievable.
No slight taken to either of these competitors, but what a contest. And a frog splash. The Tank, I think that might be it.
Tank kicks out.
Well, more like an elbow gets up off the canvas in the nick of time.
Oh, and how convenient all that Adam Jacobs was going to give him one more for good measure.
That's
Adam Jacobs' arrogance, his own ego getting too big for his britches, as we like to say up in Tennessee.
Well, there's nothing else in his britches that's big right now.
And Tank's got him hooked. He got him hooked. There's the F-bomb. Here's Melon crushed like a cantaloupe.
What the hell? Andrew calling for the bell after looking at it.
What the damn hell is this?
Andrew Thomas is not a timekeeper.
The time limit expired.
But Andrew Thomas is not the timekeeper.
The match is a 10-minute time limit. Has it gone to 10 minutes?
Wait a second. I got about 6.5 here. This is nuts. What's some sort of crafty trick here? Tank and Andrew Thomas are checking out the intricacies of Andrew Thomas's watch. Oh, not anymore, he's not. However,
is restarting the match?
Oh, good heavens!
He just broke the lumber over Tank's head. What a crock! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, all that, Adam Jacobs.
And in cahoots.
I'm going to get a word.
Dan Wilson heading to the ring. See what the heck was going on here. Andrew Thomas claiming that time ran out, but then he restarted it.
How in the hell do you explain that?
What do you mean, how the hell do I explain it? Time ran out, I looked at my watch, time was out, but Tank showed me that my watch was actually fast, so I restarted the match.
What is this? Is this Romper Room? Seem to be a little nonplussed.
And you saw last week fans, TNT, turning their backs on the fans and everyone else here in the Wildside. And their main target was the Lost Boys. And what a rivalry it was that reached its apex at Fright Night 2001 on October 20th, 2001. When Tony Stradlin went down with a shoulder injury. They were called the matches, the food that raised the bar in tag team wrestling. And if that issue is anywhere close to exploding again, this time with TNT on one side of the fence and the Lost Boys on the other, I don't know if the NCW arena can hold it, Steven.
This roof is going to fly off if that event should ever take place. And knowing the matchmakers of Wildside like we do, I think it might.
And the Lost Boys, they're not going to back down from any challenge, especially TNT, because the hatred ran so thick in the feud the last time, it can only grow. And the children of the night tonight prepare to defend the Wildside Tag Team titles against IPW Florida's Rod Steele and Agent Steele. And what a challenge the Florida boys have on their hands.
That's true. I hope there's no jet lag involved here this evening. I hope that Agent Steele and Rod Steele know it's not going to be a damn cakewalk for them. If they do, then this match is easily won by the Lost Boys.
Double Irish whip, double duck of a clothesline by the Lost Boys, double duck of an elbow. Between the legs goes AZRAEL and Gabriel. Boot to the midsection. Spinning kick sends Agent Steele over. Another spinning kick to the head of Rod Steele. The children of the night have come to play.
And this is one game a lot of people don't want to play, and I don't blame them. What on earth?
Off comes Gabriel. The Archangel will fly. Irish whip. Spinning DDT by Gabriel. The Archangel now must make the tag. And AZRAEL is fuming. He is seething. He wants to get in the ring. He wants to unleash the nature of the demon. The nature of the angel of death is about to explode on IPW Florida's Steele Brothers.
And Gabriel is just inches away, and that tag has been made. In comes AZRAEL, and fists are flying.
Right hands, both men go down. The Steele Brothers get tripped up in one another, and AZRAEL is dominating. Oh my goodness! Running foot to the face, and Rod Steele just got his face caved in. Kicked in the midsection by AZRAEL. Irish whip, the Lost Boys are coming off the ropes. Time warp! There's the time warp by the Lost Boys. Clothesline, over the ropes goes Gabriel. AZRAEL has it. Oh, low blow by Agent Steele. For a hip toss, Nagisa Teru. And the Steele Brothers with the Nagisa Teru Ace Crusher.
Why don't they pin him?
Why don't you turn around and pin him, you jackass?
Is that how they grow them in Florida? Send him back.
Yeah, Tom now! Tom now! It's a little too damn late! The Lost Boys have Rod Steele fallen Arcadia! You pompous bastard!
Calm down, Dan. The Steele Boys had an opportunity. They didn't take it. Now it's the Lost Boys' opportunity.
Unholy roller!
They're taking that ball, and they've run with it, and they've retained the titles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still Wildside Tag Team Champions, the Lost Boys!
Your main event this week on NWA Wildside.
Wrestling fans, this is it. Set your VCRs. It's pull up or shut up time for the role model and Jeff G. Bailey. There you see the most coveted prize in Wildside, the heavyweight championship. David Young, the champion, defeated AJ Styles and Rick Michaels in a three-way dance at Hardcore Hell 2002. One of the most amazing matches I've ever seen as a 21-year fan of the wrestling sport. And now David Young and Jason Cross locking it up. Standing switch waist lock applied by David Young. Goes for a German suplex. Early Jason Cross lands on his feet. Arm drag takedown. And there's a counter arm drag by David Young. Cross comes in. Reverse Nagasateri with a sunset flip combination. Only a 2 count. David Young going for a sunset flip of his own pinning combination. 2 count. Cross kicks out. Lateral press, but what a combination here. These 2 men exchanging, trying to pin one another early. Bridge up by David Young. Countering it with a backslide, and Jason Cross goes down. 2 count only.
A veritable near fall clinic from these 2 competitors. Suffice to say, all too often, a lot of competitors walk down the aisle here at the NCW Arena and take their opponents very lightly. That is obviously not the case here this evening between David Young and Jason Cross, if we can see through the smoke.
Just look into the eyes of Jason Cross. He's as determined as he's ever been. He knows that this is his opportunity to prove the doubters and the critics wrong and prove Jeff G. Bailey right. And we all know how full of malarkey Jeff G. Bailey is. If Jason Cross proves him correct tonight, we'll have to take all of that back. In the corner goes David Young, boot to the face by the Messiah of the Spine Buster. The champion follows in. Double leg takedown by David Young. Slingshot. Jason Cross goes into the turnbuckle, but lands on a second rope. Countered with no tornado DDT, but Young stops him. Young with a block. Cross with a knee to the midsection. Jason Cross has David Young. Could be going for a suplex. No, David Young counters. He's got him. Overhead release. Northern Light suplex into the corner.
And into the ropes, too. And Jason Cross hits hamstrings first under that bottom rope. And that's bad news for somebody who uses his legs as often as Jason Cross.
Jason Cross not kooky there. Let it release Northern Lights into the turnbuckle.
The role model Jason Cross gets an opportunity of a lifetime this week on NWA Wildside and knocks the champion off his perch on that top turnbuckle.
David Young going to the top. Not his forte, and he paid for it. David Young with a block and a punch there. Counter. Connects with a right hand. David Young off the top rope. Going for a tornado DDT. Impressive maneuver for Young. But a counter by Jason Cross to no avail for David Young. He's got him hooked. Going for a snap suplex. No. David Young counters. Cross has it. Reverse DDT. Roll of the dice by Jason Cross, the role model. Now in control.
Interestingly, Jason Cross seems to have a hard time. A pin attempt from Jason Cross on the Wildside Heavyweight Champ. Not enough of that 3 count. I was about to point out that Jason Cross seems to have a bit of a hard time dealing with the thick upper torso of David Young. It's typically, Jason Cross never seems to be wrestling competitors who are quite as thick. Oh, beautiful Enzugiri taking down the challenger. But this is more than a handful.
Enzugiri by David Young connects. Jason Cross goes down like a ton of bricks. And now David Young knows what kind of challenge. He knows what kind of talent Jason Cross possesses. David Young off the ropes. Jason Cross sends Young to the outside. Looked like a tope suicidal with nobody home. David Young didn't intend for it to look like that either.
Uh-oh. Cross up the top turnbuckle.
Corkscrew puncher to the outside by the role model Jason Cross.
There's a reason why they call that a high-risk maneuver. You run the risk of doing as much damage to yourself as you will your opponent. Sometimes it's worth it, but rarely is it worth it.
But Jason Cross knows the high-risk arsenal better than anybody. He's made his namesake off being a death defier. But however, he may just be a little too conceited and a little too cocky for his own good. Upside down into the guardrail goes the role model.
And Cross collapses, folds in half. And both competitors, the champion David Young and the challenger Jason Cross, don't seem to be in much shape to make it back into the ring to continue this match on. Andrew Thomas threatening to make that a little bit of a count out here, showing some signs of leniency.
Well, when it comes to an important stake like the Wildside Heavyweight title, even as official as crooked as Andrew Thomas has to show some leniency. Wait a minute, David, you're going to press Jason Cross into the boot. Good God Almighty!
Unbelievable, all the splinters from the side of this broadcast booth probably jamming into the back of Jason Cross.
Near the midsection by the role model.
Oh, good night. That might be the low blow of the century.
And it may be the low blow. It may be the offensive coup that Jason Cross needed to take control of this matchup, because David Young has been in charge for the majority.
The wind has been taken out of the sails of the Wildside champion, David Young. And this match is only about 6 or 7 minutes old.
Well, a good swift kick to the Prazak will do it like no other. And Jason Cross proved that. The arm on the top rope. Hurricane Rana!
David Young, at least fortunately for him, ended up in the corner, very near those ropes. I wonder if Jason Cross realized that too. And happily, Young was able to get that right leg on that bottom rope, breaking up that pin attempt. Because if he was in the middle of the ring, we would have a new champion at this point.
The role model Jason Cross going to the top here. What is Jason Cross going to do here? Twisted corkscrew reverse moonsault into a leg drop. But it didn't matter what the hell he did, because Jason Cross landed in an empty pool.
If Jason Cross has any liability other than, of course, that evil tick, Jeff G. Bailey to ringside, it's Cross's wanting to do that showboating that he does all too often. It's occasionally been his downfall, but he's also won more than a few matches that. However, it's not going to work with David Young. Oh, and a charging lariat from the champion, and the role model goes down in a heap.
What a matchup you are witnessing for the Wildside Heavyweight title fans. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson along with Stephen Prazak. You're watching the #1 wrestling alternative in NWA Wildside. David Young makes the cover. The champion could retain, no 2 count only.
My friends, we'll be back with more of this championship match right after this. Hang with us.
Okay, fans, we are back. You're watching NWA Wildside, the Wildside Heavyweight title on the line here. David Young defending against the role model Jason Cross. It's Cross and Jeff G. Bailey's time to put up or shut up. Jeff G. Bailey has touted Jason Cross for months as his hand-picked world champion. Tonight, he's got to prove it, because he's got the title match that they've been battling for. Wait a minute. Nobody home in the corner. David Young crouched on the second rope.
But Jason Cross still winded from the effects of the early parts of this match.
Stomped to the face by David Young.
Oh, the legs of Cross are definitely hurting him.
On David Young, excuse me. The role model Jason Cross laying in punches to the head. Laying in shots, but Jason Cross now favoring the knee. His high-risk offense may be biting him in the ass. Leg drop by Jason Cross.
That could very well be the best opportunity that David Young has had in this match. Young gets a shoulder up in the nick of time. David Young has proven to be quite the proverbial fighting champion.
Well, David Young has put his title up against any and all challengers. He won the title before he even officially won it against AJ Styles with Rick Michaels' interference. David Young, being the honorable champion he is, he declined it. He wanted to win it 1, 2, 3 fair in the ring, and he did just that.
Oh, no!
Andrew Thomas goes down. He goes down in a heap. Cross was going for a top rope Hurricane Rana, but David Young sent him off on Andrew Thomas, and David Young coming. Going for a high cross body, but nobody home there.
Interestingly, it seems to be quite a series of missed moves, which has changed the momentum of this match at least half a dozen times.
Which definitely shows that both men have done their homework. The missed moves show that these men are anticipating maneuvers. They're countering. They've been watching videotapes, studying. They know how important this match is. Brain buster for the role model.
Getting a 249-pound man up like that is no small feat.
Jason Cross still favoring that knee. He is still favoring that knee. He's calling for the shooting star leg drop. He's calling for the shooting star leg drop.
Is he in any shape to do that?
David Young moves out of the way.
And
Jason Cross is showboating his arrogance. He should have made the cover. There was no referee. We've got Speedy Nelson in the back on standby. He should have made the cover. The arrogance biting Jason Cross in the butt.
I think it's biting him in the leg. And the spine buster from the Wildside champion. But Andrew Thomas is in no position to make it. Here comes Speedy Nelson. Good call. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, here comes Blackout. Damn it. Damn it. And Blackout just doing a number on the Wildside heavyweight champion, David Young.
The enforcers are here. No, no, no. Not like this. The Violator 4-2-0 on David Young.
Oh man, this is about as welcome as a drum solo. Oh look, Blackout putting Jason Cross on now the fallen body of David Young. But still no referee to make the count. Jeff Bailey rolling in Andrew. Oh no. It better not end this way. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Not like this, damn it! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and new Wildside heavy.
Well, check that. NWA Vice President Bill Behrens has come running out here.
Because
Bill Behrens
Blackout's interference, Bill Behrens has ordered the match restarted.
Bill Behrens has ordered the match to be restarted. He's not putting up with any shenanigans, particularly in a match where the stakes are so high for both Jason Cross as well as champion David Young. A wise decision from Bill Behrens. Thank heavens he was here to see that.
Jason Cross, I was told this match has been restarted. David Young goes up and overlays on his feet. No. Match taking too long, but wait a minute, there's a spine buster.
The spine buster for the second time did it. Oh my God! Iceberg just squashed Bill Behrens. Blackout destroying David Young. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
A complete catastrophe here.
Oh my God! David Young retains the Wildside title, but Bill Behrens got hit with a total eclipse from the 600-pound beast.
The no-pain train Iceberg. I didn't even know he was here tonight. He's just destroyed Bill Behrens, and now both Blackout and Iceberg. Rick Michaels with a baseball bat. Uh-oh. Clocking both members of Blackout. Rick Michaels hitting a pair of homers here tonight. But then again, too, is Rick Michaels out here just to restore some order? Is he out here to save his friend or former friend David Young? Not quite sure where that stands this week.
This is breaking down before their eyes. Bill Behrens still getting pummeled on the outside.
Good night.
Rick Michaels helping David Young to his feet. And David Young clotheslines Rick Michaels over the top rope. I don't know if he saw it. I don't know what the deal is here. So confusing. Why? Why did David Young attack him? But Blackout, new on the Wildside champion, and Rick Michaels.
Rick Michaels and David Young each fighting a respective member of Blackout, but in the ring, Bill Behrens laying prone in the middle of the ring. Oh no, he's like a lamb to the slaughter. And the wolf in this case is quarter turn plus of Iceberg.
Oh my God! This is reprehensible!
It's damn illegal!
It's a ticking time bomb, Scottie Wrenn!
Scottie Wrenn
is here!
Scottie Wrenn
is here!
just walked
Scottie
over
Wrenn is
the
here!